Whether Virginia was due or it was just their turn, regardless, the Cavaliers will take it. An ACC Coastal Division championship and a win over Virginia Tech for the first time in 15 years. MarkRogersTV, the voice of college football, taking in the Commonwealth Cup as we continue our coverage of Rivalry Weekend. Of course, like, comment, share the videos, and subscribe right here at the voice of college football. So Virginia wins one. It always means something in the state of Virginia. These rivalry games mean something in that particular area, region, city, state. But this one on the national scene, of course, and specifically in the ACC, as these two teams are playing head-to-head, winner take all in the ACC Coastal Division. And Virginia, up to the challenge, wins it 39-30, a very entertaining game in Charlottesville. And the fans stormed the field because I don't know which meant more to the fan base, beating Virginia Tech for the first time in 15 years after a decade and a half of domination by the Hokies, or getting to an ACC Coastal Division, which they were due in beating Virginia Tech, as I referenced off the top, but also they're taking their turn in the ACC Coastal Division because there are no dominant programs in that division, exemplified by 7 different teams, meaning the entire division. Every team in the division has won the division and shared the division championship, all 7 teams in the last 7 years with Virginia. Basically an easy selection, I guess, in preseason, and that's what I thought. We'll just select Virginia because they're the only team that hasn't won the Coastal Division, so they've got to win it this year, and they did. 39-30. Bryce Perkins was phenomenal in this game. He was a running quarterback in the first half. He was a passing quarterback in the second half. He's a complete quarterback. He was lightly regarded coming out of high school, and certainly he has grown up with his program, so both of them have correlated one another. Bronco Mendenhall taking over at Virginia. Bryce Perkins coming of age, and also the Virginia program going from the mires of 2-10 to a ACC championship game this season. So Bronco Mendenhall, what a job he has done with the Cavaliers, and I have certainly trumpeted Bronco Mendenhall's tremendous job many, many times on our channel. Bryce Perkins, just watched the first series of the game. He broke 2 third and longs, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 14, and converted first downs. Then on his third carry of the game, went left on a designed play and streaked 35 yards for the touchdown to make it 6-0 with a missed PAT. Perkins hit on 20 of 33 throws for 311 yards, but again, it was his rushing in the first half and a total of 164 yards. This is how important Bryce Perkins is to the Virginia offense. He's everything. Virginia rushed for 17 yards. He ran for 164. They ran for 17 without him. And then, of course, he passed for 311. So he was the entire offense. The first half was a bit slow. It ended up at 13-6. There was the missed PAT on the Virginia touchdown to make it 6-0. The Virginia Tech defense, or the Virginia defense specifically, was dominant in the first half. Noah Taylor, right out of the gate, first play of the game, sack. The inside linebacker also got 2 interceptions, and the second one proved very costly for Virginia Tech. He picked off Hendon Hooker, who came into the game. Hendon Hooker has been as much part of Virginia Tech's resurgence within this particular season as Bryce Perkins mirrors Virginia's resurgence over the last 3 or 4 years. Hendon Hooker, since he's been a starter coming into this game, 6-0 as a starter, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions, but that changed in regards to the INT total. Again, Noah Taylor had 2 and also a sack on the game's first play, and his second interception at the Virginia 35 in a 30-30 game. Set up the game-winning field goal by Brian Delaney of 48 yards to give Virginia the lead at 33-30 with 1:23 left. So again, the first half was a pretty pedestrian first half at 13-6. Then the teams combined for 4 consecutive possessions of touchdowns, 6 consecutive scoring possessions as it broke loose. Perkins hitting plays downfield, Hendon Hooker, both quarterbacks showing that they were fully capable of throwing the ball downfield for big plays, huge plays. We had 3 wide receivers in this game with over 100 yards of receiving. In Trey Turner on the Virginia Tech side, 7 catches for 134 and a touchdown. Damon Hazelton, the transfer from Ball State, chipped in with 118 on 7 catches Hassis Dubois had 4 catches for $139, and Joe Reed also had 66 yards receiving. Virginia's typical deep threat there. UVA, though, closed down the game after they got the field goal to go up 33-30. They pinned Virginia Tech deep on the kickoff, and the Hokies had no chance from there. They had a minute 10, roughly, to get something done. They had to score a field goal, so it was still a game. And Virginia sacked Hendon Hooker 3 consecutive dropbacks. The final one, a play by Mandy Alonso, who forced the fumble on the strip sack. Eli Standback, who Virginia, from Bronco Mendenhall to the defensive coordinator, call this team's defensive MVP. Standback recovered the fumble with the clinching touchdown to make it 39-30, and the Cavaliers win it. Everyone went crazy. The Hoos are in the Coastal Division champion. They are in the ACC championship game, and there you have it. Would love to get your thoughts on Virginia football. Virginia Tech coming back from what I thought was the abyss this season, culminated in terms of the depths by that 45-10 loss to Duke, and bouncing all the way back with 6 consecutive wins to put themselves in position to play for the Coastal Division Championship. And Virginia posting a 9-3 regular season, the first 9-win season for this program since 2007, and Mike London. And, of course, Virginia Tech still having a fine season, but it's never fine when you lose to Virginia, especially after winning 15 consecutive times. Hokies finish at 8-4. We'll probably see them, I would guess, in the Camping World Bowl. They were there just a few years ago in a loss to Oklahoma State. Virginia, next in the ACC championship game, where they will be given no shot of beating Clemson. I would estimate that they'll be something in the range of a 21-point underdog. And then they will probably make it to the Orange Bowl as the ACC number 2 seed. And fine job by Bronco Mendenhall. What a job he's done. And Bryce Perkins, of course, his final game in Charlottesville. He's got 2 more to play. Virginia finishes 9-3, Coastal Division champs. Your thoughts down in the comments section below are welcome right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, as we continue our coverage of Rivalry Week.